Hey everyone, welcome back to Next Time On. First off, sorry about the unexpected break. I had a little accident that made using the computer pretty difficult for a bit, but the good news is I'm all healed up now and I'm ready to get back to it. And honestly, the timing couldn't be any better because today's actually my birthday. So to celebrate, we're jumping back in with a double chapter narration and I'll be mixing in some commentary along the way, just like we always do. I'm really glad the break between part 1 and part 2 of Kagurabachi wasn't too long because the hype is still very real for me. There's a lot to get into today, and I've been looking forward to covering this for a few weeks now. So, with that being said, let's get this hype train going and jump right into today's chapters. See you there. All right, looks like we start chapter 13 with a little bit of narration. February 18th. A large island suddenly appears in the coastal waters near southeast Japan. Between it and Honshu is an island called Irishima, which is part of Chiba Prefecture. Then we get to see where Irishima and Chiba is. During a record-breaking earthquake 34 hours prior, a vein of unidentified mineral ore was exposed on Irishima's surface. The ore is highly reactive to spirit energy and produces astronomical power bursts when the two come in contact. Immediately, it was designated as Japan's most critical resource. And then it looks like we have a flash forward 2 years later in Tokyo. Is that it? Yes. The Dotenseki? All right, and then with that, we have the chapter title for today, which is Rock. Chapter 113, titled Rock. A little curious who this dude in the mask is with the glasses. Isn't it rather small? It's plenty powerful. That's enough to obliterate an entire city. If you can wield it properly, of course. Even the government has yet to figure out how to do that. That's the nature of this ore. Sorcerer of your caliber and you ended up like that? Yeah, I should have charged you another 200 million or so. Oh shit. So he's probably got a messed up head and he lost an arm. Hooey. Did you ever run in with the government ops? No. Huh? Then who? There's nobody else there, right? Hiroshima is an uninhabited island. You're wrong. There were people there. We know the government's been having trouble extracting the ore, even though it's supposedly uninhabited. And now I know why. They appeared to be human, but not like ordinary sorcerers. Ooh, getting a little backstory. Hey, might be wrong, but is this not the island where Chihiro and everybody lived? Or maybe they lived on the coast of Japan. I don't remember. Somebody remind me down below. They were assassins sent by Shikoku. Okay, cool. Shikoku? You mean from that so-called large island that suddenly surfaced in the ocean near Hiroshima? Inhabitants from there? But the government said it was a cluster of mutated seaweed. Excuse me. That was a very early assessment, right? The government has realized no actual information since then. That's because they don't know anything. And then it looks like we just see this boat sailing up into the island. This is as far as we can go. Is something wrong? No. The boat just won't go any closer. It's physically impossible. It's surrounded by a powerful force field. Nobody can approach it beyond a certain distance. Since its appearance 2 years ago, nobody knows what lies beyond that point. However, some of the mariners sent to investigate have reported sightings of what looks like humans. They're the assassins I crossed paths with. Humans on the island that surfaced in the ocean? Then why are we calling it a country? Why name it Shikoku? Well, it's only a theory, but the force field is large enough to cover a couple of cities, and so strong, nobody's been able to breach it for 2 years. It's not humanly possible. Either they simply have powers beyond our reckoning, or it has to do with the astronomical energy of this ore. Perhaps they have the Dotenseki also. And an advanced civilization that knows how to use it. That's my theory. You've lost me. So, you're saying it's populated? Possibly. But if that's true, then what cause do they have to send assassins? Who knows? They probably don't want Japan getting its hands on the powerful ore. But why hide then? Why not just make a big splash and they're probably preparing. They emerged from the depths of the ocean, right? So they have to get used to the sunlight. They need to train for land battle. They're probably doing military exercises over there as we speak. Exercises? Yes. Preparing for war. Yo, and then Shiba just pops in. My dude, I'm so excited. I hope he really gets some playtime this arc. You done talking? Who are you? Hey, security! Don't move! Oh, you said not to move, and he is gone. Sorry. I moved. Oh man, they just came crashing down. This is great. You're awfully quiet. You must be Togo Shiba. If you are, I know I can't beat you. Bastard. The Soga clan's guardian. You call yourself a sorcerer? You're the government's dog. Ugh. Whoa, death cries. You're late, Mashiro. You're early. Hey, Mr. Shiba, what are you doing? Stepping on this guy's neck and burning him. You shouldn't kick and burn him too much. We don't want him dead. We got questions for him. The guy was on the right track. He was already anticipating war with Shikoku. Whoa, pretty sharp. Dude, he needs to not interfere. Yeah, seriously. It's been 2 years since the appearance of Shikoku. There have been repeated skirmishes over the vein of ore in Irishima. They stick to diversionary tactics rather than head-on battles. They seem satisfied to prevent us from mining the ore. For now, that is. War. Our job is to prevent that worst-case scenario. Shikoku and Datansaki appeared almost simultaneously. There's clearly a deep connection between the two. First of all, we need to understand this ore. It's Shiba. Shiba. Mission status? Complete. What about the other thing? Oh, that didn't go through. What? I've said it over and over. The guy's too young. Besides, we're talking about a low-life weapon dealer who barely answers his calls. He's a year older than me. That's a bit harsh. We can't entrust the nation's most critical resource to a guy like that. This is highly sensitive information. We've hired another trusted veteran swordsmith as consultants. I'm telling you, nobody can touch this guy's skill level. A select team of scientists are conducting ongoing research. It's been 2 years and they've gotten basically nowhere. Sorry, but that's just how it is. That's how challenging this material is. Understood. I need to make a quick stop and then I'll head back. Wait a sec, where exact? Beep! That look on his face, I love it. I love that smirk. A quick stop? Dude, your expression is so evil. I'm taking this to show him. Ooh, and you know who he's showing. Let's go. Oh, that is the thumbnail for today, guys. I know we have 2 chapters for today, but this is it. The Setai War arc has begun. Wow. Wow. And with that, part 2 has officially started, and we start with the Setai War arc. Hell yeah, I'll take it. And we're going to jump right into chapter 114. See you there. All right, and we got Kagurabachi Chapter 114, Kunashige Rokuhira. This is going to be a good one, I can already tell. A certain lab on the outskirts of Tokyo. Ever since Shikoku's appearance, Japan's leading scientists have been convened here to work on a top-secret government project, researching the Datanseki, a novel mineral that emits tremendous amounts of energy. Of course it's not okay. Just because the research isn't going well, you're going to show the rock to who again? A childhood friend who's a swordsmith. What kind of civil servant are you? Are you just going to sit there and slurp? Also, Kunashige Rokuhira? Never heard of the guy. Who is he? You sure about this? Where the heck are we? Oh, I gave you that sword, right? Yeah. Now that you're 18, you should have something cool. Thanks! Yay! Rokuhira forged it. Huh? For real? How's it feel? Well, yeah. That's a great sword. Right? When we were 12, Rokuhira started a brutal apprenticeship as a swordsmith. Every now and then, he snuck off and came home. I've had it. I quit. I don't want to make swords. Welcome back. Sounds like it was rough. Every time he screwed up, they threw stuff at him. Save me. You got something stuck in you. Why are you always so calm? He rarely sells any swords, so nobody's heard of him. But he's the real deal. Oh yeah? Well, if he grew up with you, Shiba, he's probably some kind of freak. What's that supposed to mean? He could have starved to death by now, though. He's broke. Oh yeah? Maybe he did starve to death. Oh yeah? It's open. The guy never locks up. Let's check the forge. He said forge and he goes right to fridge. I love it. The guy's hopeless. True to form. Whoa! It's like this guy's dead or something. Wait, he might really be dead. Which is it? Who are you? Too bright. He's alive. Nice to meet you. Yo, Rokuhira, what you doing? Long time no see. Passed out from hunger. Is this normal? How can you just chill there on the floor? Yaki soba? Uh-oh, he can smell it. Gimme. Dude, you're too starved. I already ate it. I love it. I love their friendship. Shiba is my favorite. Calm down. I'll feed you after you look at this. He's like a feral dog. Huh? Can you tell us anything about this rock? Wait! Don't just hand it to him. The rock is Japan's most critical. Smash. That's crazy. Why'd you do that? This guy's nuts. This rock's tough. I'm not a part of this. For real. That's your reaction? You're freaking me out. Chill. Well, what's with this rock? Wait. If you hit that thing with spirit energy. Like I'd do that. It'd be all over if I did. Its particles are faintly growling, reacting ever so slightly to the spirit energy inside my body. If I channeled spirit energy into it, it would resonate with those particles and explode. I bet it'd blow away a human being easily. Unbelievable. The first time they exposed it to spirit energy, there was an explosion. After that, scientists further experimented with its explosive qualities, and their investigations led them to basically the exact same conclusion. You figured that out instantly? See? I love that face. Kind of want to blow that face up and just make that the thumbnail. He's got a real eye. Way to gloat, man. Where'd you get your hands on this? Let me see your later. Princess Soga's prophecy. Here. Chiaki? She's got it rough too. Wait, fire? Don't. Looks like it takes heat fine if you go slow. He's so nervous. Huh. Anything else? Give me a bit more time. And I might have just glossed over this, but that just said Princess Soga. And if Soga is Chihiro's uncle, does that mean the sword master is also like a prince or a king? Could this be Soga's daughter? Or could this be Chihiro's mother? Maybe Chihiro is also royalty. Rokuhira, come to Tokyo with us. The government's research is at a dead end. You could show them how it's done. Sounds like work. It's your chance to make a name for yourself. What for? You want to see Chiaki, don't you? Whatever. I'll buy you lunch. In that case, of course I'll go. Food first, huh? Hey, are you seriously taking this guy with us? You saw it for yourself, right? His eyes are unreal. Yeah, he's impressive, but we don't have clearance for this. And he's a barbarian. Let's go. Nah, this guy's gonna be revolutionary. What's gonna happen? I love it. This has been a great chapter. The Dotenseki Research Lab. God, he's not picking up. I need to make a quick pit stop, and then I'll head back. Shiba, don't do anything stupid. Please. Welcome, Hasumi of the Sorcery Bureau. This place is surprisingly empty. We've only got limited personnel here. Just the scientists and government officials involved with the research. The facility is protected by a force field, so there's also a few sorcerers on security. The academics want a swordsmith's opinion. They must be seriously desperate. You're no ordinary swordsmith. Your input would be a great boon. Japan is a sword-centered society. The number of swordsmiths is well over 2,000, counting the no-names. And I'm pretty sure, based on this headband, we've actually seen this in previous photos. And I believe this is actually one of the current sword bearers. So we'll find out. Of these, the state recognizes the artisans, representing the nation's highest level of excellence as living treasures of Japan. In Japan's history, there have been only 3. This man is one of them. I took the day off from my main job, right? Being a living treasure of Japan is a side job for you. Subaru Urita, sushi chef. I love it. This is one of the sword bearers. Let's get this over with. I got sushi to make. Sir, this is a national project. This is great. This was a good one for sure. And that wraps up our double chapter read for chapters 113 and 114. And wow, what incredible chapters these were. We got some Shiba time, which you all know I absolutely love. And we even got to see a younger Rokuhira, which is something I've personally been really excited for. This flashback arc is already shaping up to be something special. And honestly, I think we're about to get a lot more Shiba screen time moving forward, which is an A+ in my book. And to top it all off, chapter 114 ends with us officially meeting Subaru, one of the future enchanted blade bearers, if you guys don't remember. So the stage is clearly being set for some huge developments in this arc, and we love developments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on.